Welcome everyone to one more live stream. I decided, as we spent already so much time rolling over cables and implementing Clang support, maybe let's better also support it. I started the build already, so I killed some builds just to have a previous video. Also I test live stream 4K with less bitrate and stuff just to see how it's going. And VBR, although YouTube says no VBR, variable bitrate. Let's see how it goes. Anyway, we could quickly check. I know what, I check here. So we wait shortly. So I have lots of things implemented, so there should not be that much left to fix for a Clang-based Linux version. They're mostly a handful quirks, but it's always like the one more thing and 5 of those. And then, yeah, now YouTube is actually whining. Indeed, stream bit rate 7 Mbit is lower than the recommended. Yada yada. Okay, it's not as hard. Warning. Let's quickly. So yeah, it's building already, and then we in a minute fix some things. Let's just too many. There we have one. Another workspace for another Firefox. Let's just check. With my Linux Firefox, I think it should be able to play. This is the wrong channel somehow. So what? Yeah, it offers 4K, so much to. Okay, so it was mostly the other live stream where 4K didn't work. It was mainly for those YouTube live streamers among you, the low latency setting, probably plus. So because now I have profile 5.0 and variable bitrate, it's whining a little bit, but 7.5 to 12.5 Mbit or so. Just because this stuff usually, this static text content usually, except if it's fast scrolling, doesn't need that much content like action, movie, car races, chases and stuff. So what we need to do, and also the reason I kind of want to do it, so basically I did 90% of the work, like why not release it, and if I don't release it and build and release it, then it will bit rot. And a lot of things are also, how do we do that? I pre-tested those, but they are not, here for example, so they are not production ready, so we probably best grab ourselves to terminals, and also I need actually CPIO. How do we do that best now? Yeah, it will be a lot of back and forth here. Is there any way we could optimize that? Darn, not even package prefix. So this was a test, and previous video I find it hilarious that not only GCC and Clang are not in line, and like over 10 years later, why is this warning stuff not more in sync? And then of course latest and greatest like CPIO even failing to build with that. So let's remove it here. Let's hope we don't make too many mistakes. Why is that? So I would either move this to Clang or actually try to find a better way to do that. So we have here this configuration parsing stuff, and so we have already removed tree vectorize, so that would be potentially remove other stuff, and I want to do this potentially differently. So tree vectorize is special. Okay, we don't need this here actually. But the others I want to guru meditate whether I even do it like that. That is the difference between, so let's maybe, like for a faster build, let's make one more round of killing makes. Yeah, I do that so to have a controlled way to abort some builds there. But also this one. Yeah. Where do we even build that? That is microblaze. Yeah, there will be a couple of more. I already killed some builds, but there are obviously still some. Where did I even freaking build that? Or did I build that here? Wait, don't tell me I built the wrong build. Build target x86-64 Clang. Please don't tell me. No, it must have been here somewhere. How many do we have? Okay, I mean, if Spark, so the reason killing Make doesn't kill everything is because some stuff builds with Mason Ninja. It might not have Make running in this moment. Even a Make-based package might have run configure, for example. So this is why even if you have 32 builds running and you kill Make, then you may only kill like half at them at a time. Having one more background task is fine. We don't always have 100% load. So yeah, just making efficient use and more testing. So what else do we? CPIO, then we have unzip. Probably should copy and paste it. Yeah, maybe pro tip to myself, next time I should actually immediately not do that per package, but I mean in afterwards you're always more clever. After the fact you know more. This was the stuff. But there will also be likely not another case, so it's like one last thing. Of course there might always be like in some years the next big compiler, but I guess it will be quite a while. Wait, why? Okay, I should have probably... Yeah, no font shines as much in 4K as Comic Code. This is... Oh no, we have here actually this here, so that is cron of all things. What? I should... Oh, maybe conf. Yeah, that was conf. Yeah, such global adoptions are probably best in some... Ah, yes, by the way, already some duplicates, so... That would be format set. So actually we are lucky and we don't need to copy and paste everything back and forth. I mean, we could probably grab that, but we anyway need to... Ah, wait a second. I slightly wonder if we change the system compiler. Is this stuff then built with Clang? Ah no, I believe a system compiler we use CC, so that probably does not automatically change. Details, complexity. So, what do we have by the way here? Our subconf, we still have, did I believe I copy and pasted that. Implicit, no implicit function declaration, no format, non-literals, somehow. Yeah, that's exactly the reason why I clean this up now, because I have this all in my working copy, and not only do I have already 2,000 dozens of working copies, like there's some server, there's some cloud, here's some surface, it's like, yeah, I probably should, that is, yeah, power developers stuff, like all the big open source people, you have a handful of changes that bitrot somewhere. Yeah, here, I mean, it's probably not worth to commit this new line change here. And we can commit dialog that build. Oh, it's actually latest. It built last year, but it's only constant change and regression, so obviously the latest version of dialog. Yeah, it built before. It's now it needs. I guess probably they use more fancy. There was, what even was it? Oh, yeah, there was some C extension stuff. That's still building. Yeah, the stuff builds and builds and. Yeah, should be over soon. So, gives us some time to clean up this stuff. Alright, no way. So, Clang, amp-util, so no implicit. I believe that is what we can check that actually. No implicit int, and no implicit function declaration. Yeah, we have that. We can revert that. I probably should leave this open. GPRF no register. Do we have that already? No, that is a new one. I think it was. I should have. Yep, no register. Yeah, legacies of C. I said it previous live stream. And so the reason I don't instantly enable those is, okay, graph is the same, revert. Ideally I would check if we can somehow do it differently. Like maybe some W no error, whatever stuff. By the way, graph, what we could do at occasions like this. Okay, this LVM build. What I sometimes do when I notice things like this is graph or some text processing stuff for man pages also, right? GNU graph document formatting system. Where do we have man pages in the meantime? Ah, base. But other stuff, because it could be like more text. Because the thing is, I want to get as much stuff out of base, just sorting out of principle. Although there is still quite some stuff left. You know, maybe even VBE tool is such an outdated thing. We probably can either, maybe even, you know what, Ethic, to be fair. I would have that more in text process. And what is UU DView, because it is totally not base. Smart multiply, decoder, UU. Decoder for binary files. Should we? It's a text proc, maybe. Something like that, just because we just saw it scrolling by. No conflict resolution shit. Darn it. What change did we have there? Or did I not revert that yet? So, okay, that is building Clang. How long did LLVM build? 6 minutes or 6? Yeah, the only constant is change and load. And welcome everyone. I probably should. Looking good in 4K. Happy to hear that. Some 4K fans here. totally not wasting any bandwidth for this high quality content. Next level tech content live on this channel. I'm so thirsty. And it's like going with your kid to the playground. So maybe from, no, also the wrong tree. Also wrong directory again. Okay, here we have no C++ narrowing, and so no, actually, yes, yeah, this is base proc info. And you would really think that with more high profile packages they would get the act together, but that this I mean, sure, it's not Rust, it's not Cargo, it's not Firefox, but hey, it's some kind of base stuff. Yes, there are Rust rewrites, but they're also not making the most progress and so on. So yeah, so no register we had, so no format security is new, and yeah, there is some stuff building. So we will need two things. One is some symlink. The last time I built this, I expect it should mostly build, plus this warning and W error fixes. The last time I had to add one symlink for Clang or Clang++ to find the C++ headers, and we need to somehow magically build some packages with GCC. So we need some new infrastructure for that, maybe a new flag or hack or yeah. I mean, maybe I hard code it for this release and then we see how it goes in the future, because it's either the Linux kernel for, I mean, the Linux kernel for everything, not x86 or ARM, but right now we built it for x86 anyway, so we can skip that. And glibc, there is some patch tree with 32-ish or so patches, but I'm not importing this, so we will at least build glibc with GCC. So there is one hack for that required. And aside from that, runtime, the last time I did this some days ago, when most stuff built at the end and with the hacks and quirks and features, there were some implementation deficiencies. So I then also need to debug why some stuff, maybe it wasn't there, I still didn't build like 5 packages or so. Maybe it's as simple as that, but we will see. So maybe I save this already, not to accidentally lose it. And what else do we... Okay, yeah, this is sort of... APR, what do we have? Okay, there is some disabled patch thing. Not really sure how this got touched. Or was it delete nodes? Yeah, whatever. There's some architecture stuff. There is a path config currently doing. This is some unrelated comment. It's like, yeah, it's just a normal working copy. Yeah, enum const expression conversion. Yeah, so this is probably a new one. Package develop GDB. Yeah, the amount of warnings. And as I said the other live stream, there is no point to have that in your package. Have it in your local preferred C flags, because like breaking the build for everyone with another compiler or newer compiler is simply ridiculous. What archive? Yeah, very theoretically LLVM is somehow crashing, so the new, like remember last year in the breaking news, LLVM finally merged Motor 68K, like 1 year later, already broken. It's not enabled by default, and when I patch it in, it crashes, so oh, we forgot to commit Mercurial. Wait, Mercurial, that is Mercurial. Oh, 64Y, is this a... I did some testing. Yeah. I did some version update testing actually with it. That is why this was. Well, let's see if that has an update. Just it's the usual win of. Let's take a quick look. 643. Was it 643? Yeah. I always control C that somehow. What do we have there? Avaka GTK X32. Yeah, theoretically I should fix that. So this is unrated. This was PowerPC. I believe we might not even need that anymore. We only had that because last year binutils broke for PowerPC, because of course it does. So I believe we don't need this anymore. I believe we now run on the latest binutils for PowerPC again. There is some NFS utils. Anything new with that? Format, non-literal, no strict. Is that a new one? Oh, also I did this wrong. Okay. It's not NVI, it's VI. There we know how to undo stuff, so no strict. Yeah, it's a new one as far as I can see. Did I? HFS, no implicit. I believe we have no implicit int and no implicit function declaration. Yeah. Yeah, had I done this globally, I would have saved myself looking at quite some packages. So NFS utils was the other, right? NFS. First. NFS. Conf. Okay. How many are even left? Oh, only 113. Easy peasy. Totally nothing. Oh, oops, this was. Okay, this is actually more. Wait, I was already wondering because I had less. 66. Oh, very much better. Okay, glibc. So that's exactly what I thought. Yeah, let's quickly hack this in here somehow for a test. Anyway, so basically, if a tool chain and so we need package glibc we have glibc 32, right? Okay, let's use a modern wildcard supporting variant. If we have this anyway in toolchain. Yeah, we could. I mean, right now, what else did we need? A Linux kernel we skip. Grub might work. Was this everything? Or maybe GCC actually. And package online equal GCC. Let's see how that goes. Wait, we might need we might need hack the GCC path config as well. Or do we always do that? Here we do that. Okay, here we do that. Actually, you know what this here is, by the way, probably. Do we need cc dash? This is probably a relic from when we supported multiple GCC versions, which I deleted some 15 years ago. Still, because why? Ah, this is stage level. Ah, okay. Okay, it takes us back. We do get it stage level for whatever reasons. Do we even need to do that? Right, maybe because not available. Stage level and stage. I mean, it is a little bit hacky. I mean, we can't really. Does it break something? I mean, given that we can't build glibc currently with anything else, I guess it would be safe to hack this as package equals glibc or package equals, what was the other? GCC. Given, I mean, in the past we supported ICC and stuff, but that ship has long sailed. And other compilers like TCC and so I know anyway, all this also didn't went well. We have also, and yeah, the good thing, the win-win here is that anyway we had some other small actually, and I remember we actually need to install Clang with the cross prefix. Don't do that yet. It is of course not ideal. So yeah, one more thing, and as usual, programmers underestimate. They think, yeah, one more thing. Of course, it's 5 more things, or actually binary, right? Eight more things. Das is not. There is some comment. Maybe docs are necessary. What you're saying? What's the least documented thing it ever worked with? Just wonder. I've no idea, to be honest. Maybe also because I usually, actually, you know what? Let's not waste CPU cycles so much. Let's nice here some Spark 64 or so, and maybe even some PowerPC 64 just to have some background load. I believe this did not just work. Do we have that anywhere else? Probably not. GCC or package matches glibc. Is there anything that could prevent us from? Do we use Y here? Case. Yeah, let's see. That looks about like it should work, unless we overrides this somewhere. Oh. Keep on arrow. So I don't have this enabled by default in this embarrassingly parallel build thing to not waste memory in case multiple builds fail, in case it might be Clang and stuff, so that we don't. Previous video, 160 gigs of memory ain't enough for everyone. Okay, what exactly fails? I'm not sure what I checked earlier, but incremental is this, which is it even using? It's using, so yeah, darn it, it is, it's using, why is it even doing that? glibc. Okay, let's fix that. So the thing is, it's then using, it's, so this, yeah, this is then not ideal. Okay, let's work around this. I mean, it currently doesn't build with Clang anyway, and probably then it would need no LTO as well. Because the issue is it used then, I mean, it tried to use LTO because it didn't match, it matches for Clang, although we overrode that, and then it tried to use Clang LVM LTO settings as GCC. But it still doesn't fill any from reference to TF3. Maybe we did, is it possible? Darn, how does this happen now? There's always one more breakage. What is it using to link? Is it somehow using Clang in here, or? LD. How is this happening now? The other day it built, so it must be. Maybe it is that we also had no LTO here potentially. Maybe we better rebuild GCC. Yeah, maybe it partially LTO'd GCC then. At least it looks like that. Yeah, totally easy. Everything just freaking builds TM. He has nothing to see. Totally no hard work. So, that being said, I guess we have some more diff to review while we wait for this test build results. We have more Clang, remove WR for Clang. Maybe this was all, or hey, this was potentially all. was that here? QEMU. Ah, this was not finished in general. So we could revert that simply. Maybe I revert that. This is not verse to keep. This was just some. It tried to find libraries and strange passes and stuff. And, yeah, this is here likewise. Strange stuff happening. Are we finally done with? I mean, VTE, where do we have one RW? Okay, VTE, let's remove it there. Okay, GCC build there. Let's quickly check. So we also had this in Cairo. Ah, we had this already commented out. I grabbed this in the clean tree just in case to see what is. Okay, so that build, so this was actually indeed that. Now glib C32 does somehow not build for some reason. It's not the most important. Do we even still need that? Ah yeah, the GCC, otherwise the GCC multilib stuff, but probably we would need to have a non-multilib build then. Looks okayish though. Why does this looks like LTO? Ah, this probably is the same LTO marker for. Yeah. So then we have one symlink and also one rename. And the rename is anyway a good win-win because I had this on my various to-dos already for a longer time. Here somewhere also. Yeah, this was a 5-line local to-do on this VM, but like even the 5-line. Let's see. Run setting desktop schema cache. I believe we do this. And so yeah, we should double check that. I think I did filter that. Yeah, I eventually should do that. I think atomic we should be mostly done now. So atomic we have done. Very theoretically we still have some. FPIC though. Although some are really outdated things. Yes. Okay, this is only in patches. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, it's mostly some nonsense here though. Maybe I declared done because it is outdated stuff, like it probably should not be like that. Maybe imported from the Puppy Linux code dump or something. We don't generally do it like that, and nah. not worth to touch today. Or okay, I guess that should be done. Unless we have some. Did I? No, I grabbed everything. Okay. So yeah, the other. So that is building. It's a quick hack. Let's hope GCC passes that. Yeah. So that is some real debugging stuff like share, like, subscribe, right? Somehow Clang breaks KXHack tools actually. Okay, I guess it's broken for now. It is what it is. But so this is some real research, R&D to do. That are all long-term vision here. Clang, a wine, and this is basically cross. Built in unit tests, so all long-term vision. Yeah, nice. That's this upstream Rust C bug. It doesn't work anymore. Yeah, it broke some month ago. Yeah, nobody cares even. Fix Rust cargo. Does it not fix Rust cargo stuff to cross? I'm not sure what I meant with that. We can cross-compile cargo, I believe. I think this should generally not be an issue, except some. Yeah. So that is also a little bit cleaned up. And this is of course still building. That could be mostly it. Then of course the only thing is waiting 1 hour, which we could pause the live stream for that, although that is usually not the very best thing to do live on this channel. What do you see? Want to see more? Maybe the best. Is the best actually to do that? Maybe that is kind of sorta the medium best thing to. Is that a space efficient visualization thing? Probably good enough, isn't it? Yeah, that was what people do with their 4K UHD screens and stuff. But obviously this view is sick, honestly. Also something failed. That is okay. So this is probably the symlink I meant. So now I have only the issue that we best log in a second time, because here I can have it larger. For the regular code editing things. And this is large enough for you. And so yeah, setlib, or what was it, setlib. So it probably doesn't find any headers. And that is, at least if we, depending on, of course, there are always multiple ways to solve that. Where is even the freaking error? Ignored, yada yada, compiler error, perhaps remove. This is funny that this winds even hints about the error. Yeah, actually wanted. No, that's for okay. This is even something. Okay, that is a famous symlink. Yeah, we quirk that now and do it better afterwards. Clang. So that is oops. Even whatever. I don't know. No, I don't know what did I press here? Not sure what I've done now. Do I have multiply? Team accessibility. Whatever I've done now. Maybe some key binding for reset settings and stuff. So I believe yeah, something like that I previously had. So x86 Clang, and then tonight I can actually test it in a QEMU VM tools. So what that is Clang to x86 cross prefix Clang and plus plus, like we did for glibc. Or transform name, because in GCC, actually GCC we install like that, so did I not? Is it something else, or is it still the same? Oh, why is this running the video? Oops, did I not notice that before? Yeah. Also, wait, wrong. Oops. Now it might be the other things though with headers, but let's see. Who program wide optimization like who program is not unsupported. Why is it using the wrong LTO options now? Did I not, or did I? Maybe I didn't finish that yet. Maybe I had this on the to-do. Maybe another win-win. Oh, it's only one more thing. It's 16 more things. It's binary. So maybe we have here parse config LTO. Maybe I had this. Did I not have this in some? I remember I coded here something. Why is this not here? Or did I? What do we have here? Already accumulated. Now I'm confused. I thought I had this something already. Add new fat converting for arch custom maps multi-lab new. Or do I have? Yes, mods. Do I have sometimes? Yeah, here, I had this reverted probably when I added something. So, yeah, okay, can we, so this was what I previously had done. All right, I reverted this for reasons. Okay, fair enough. What do we currently have? Okay, let's delete this chunk here because that is that broke some stuff. Wait, what did I delete now? As this is we do this conditional stuff because Clang doesn't like this for non-linking. Then it wants not. Probably we need that here though too, because here I had already if compiler GCC. Yeah, we had here already some stuff. So let's apply that patch dry run because it still applies. Pro tip: first dry run, then you don't need to deal with merge conflict nonsense. Static pi. I don't know whether Clang supports it, but while we are touching it, let's prepare already as if it supports it. And the other stuff was here, LTO. So if GCC, then this stuff. Otherwise, I mean, we could do Clang differently. We could do here if Clang just because it's a little bit strange to have to check for the main thing. So I usually do like exception in small stuff and then the other more generic. Well, that's what I usually do. So FLTO, LTO thin, LTO max auto. Who program only for GCC, fat LTOs and fat LTO objects. I mean, we could das Clang fat LTO, Clang support fat, no, maybe it's slightly different. We could, however, conditionalize this. I mean, we mostly need it from it. Maybe we just leave it for now, and if we ever need it, we can touch it. So where is my, here probably, let's see. Laggy video, end of frozen, looks okay-ish to me. Drop frame 0, other people, is there an issue with it, or, I mean, I could check with my own, okay, so this stuff, maybe they had a thing it needed for C++, so maybe it fails like no, or, probably fails no. Let me check the quality here. Of course, nothing like advertisements for my own video. Yes, video, blah blah blah. Ah, that was an Amazon ad. Good that Amazon pays us. KFC, okay, I don't want to eat this food. Can you go away? I want to see my own live stream. I don't know. So it looks like it's like 2023. Exactly what I have criticized before. Can't recommend the Steam Deck dock the most. This is dongle live. Looks like my USB Ethernet probe, right? If you, what is it even? 20 Mbits or whatever, or not 20 Mbits, 20 gigabits. Okay, Rust, we do this in a moment. But yeah, dongle life, right? And also the Achilles heel here of what exactly the problem with the Apple stability problem, right? You run everything over USB-C and then you touch it. I didn't even touch it right now, right? So somehow with like 4K here, so basically two displays, right? USB-C alt mode, quite some gigabits going along for, actually, maybe I should calculate the bandwidth of the, yeah, the MST stuff here, multi-stream transport for display. It's glitchy. AMD GPU doesn't even manage to bring MST. It fails to set MST transport stuff if I have this on DisplayPort 1.2 for dual MST 4K Dell Ultra Sharp or display and so on. But yeah, 2023, this is exactly why you probably want, like, why in previous times before Apple and all the other copied that of dongle, USB-C dongle galore. It's like, yeah, if you don't have a rock solid tank of a workstation and everything dongle cables and shit fails. I'm a little bit surprised that it builds so much. Let's maybe double check that it builds with with Clang. Do we have everything I can see? So so like Lab Atomic Ops, that is build x86 Clang IDM Lab Atomic. So we build with Clang, yeah, okay. It's built surprisingly well for that. Do we have some get text? Do we have dialog? Get text. Okay, this also didn't have amputils. Okay, so that is the first thing here. And that fails like yesterday, so here comes the question that I was waiting for. which is, what is exactly calling that? W return type. So what does it pass in here? Running. So we run. So it doesn't even build with W. So it must be default warning. That is what I wanted to double check. Whether it's worth to yeah, but there's nothing to wait a second, mid frame pointer. You know what? Honestly, we should actually. This is an optimization that should also. So it's not like individual packages to decide whether to remove that. I wonder. We probably should. Globally remove that too. So for this build error, which we'll do another day. No, don't do everything on one day. Is it? No, it was in Clang. So okay, the issue is. Oh no, we are in this. Okay, no, we are in GCC and stuff in the other condition. Because glibc doesn't necessarily support those. So yeah, the question is, should we always path it, or all tabs here? Oh, looks like that. So yeah, that is the question. Always. Oops. It's a little bit much. Why does it even... Or is W error, but W error is not the default. Wait, but this is only warning. Call undeclared function. Oh, here's the real error. Implicit function declaration. That is okay. So the other probably only fails. Okay, you know what? Let's do that one at a time. Just to find out what is really needed. I don't necessarily want to archive gazillions unnecessary. So what was it? Implicit int. Oh. Also, so this we probably also need. Yeah. Yes, I know that it's CC and CXX. The thing is, I probably want to remove CXX because it is with LTO and stuff, it doesn't scale, and it's not my highest priority to support crazy combinations. So that is why I have it there anyway. It still fails. Because there is more undeclared library. Implicit function declare. Okay, this is. Wait, no, this is. Which even is it here? Implicit function declaration. Implicit function declaration. It might very well be that at the end we end up adding all of them, but at least I want to see once more that they are really okay. So yeah, yeah, I understand people should write proper code, but that is how GNU and other GNU BSD and other world-renowned security researcher hobbyists wrote their hobby code at home for decades. So that is what we are dealing with. And so, like, basically, yeah, adding a sort of, I mean, adding a reasonable, unreasonable set because I just want the stuff to build, right? I'm not here. We did this the other live stream. 15 minutes in this, but it was never-ending stuff, and I was like, I'm not fixing every. I mean, for what? They don't maintain it, they don't release it, and we should probably migrate away from MPutils. And so yeah, we probably so we are mostly done. So that's basically that. Very few things, and so given that how well it at least with two probably small fix, a handful of quirks and features, and otherwise, yeah, it probably builds well enough. And let's see if I can get it to install. It booted the last time. It booted the last time. It just didn't fully install. There was some maybe yeah. Let's see what is there. So basically, I hope it doesn't take too much time to find out what exactly was failing there. S string. Okay, now comes the. So what did I symlink the last time? That was, where was it looking for that? Okay, let's see if we can replicate that. I usually try to replicate it with a small test, so that is x86 T2 of archive hello world cc. Yeah, and then either, I mean, we could maybe V for the both inverted searches or strace. This probably warns about non-existing directories. Maybe this one here, found candidate, selecting, yeah, blah blah. It's probably here, if I recall correctly. And so the last time I think here's even include. Was it here? Yeah, we have. How did I link this the last time? Like that? It's a little bit of a hack, but I believe that worked. Okay, that's exactly what I wanted to recreate. And let's add this to the to-do. So either I need to patch that. So Clang with GCC x 2. Where did I? Here. And it's a hot hack. But there's only, I mean, I patch and stuff enough. There's a limit of how much stuff. Like if this is what I will check is that the resulting system will. Okay, this worked amazing. I will check that's installed. I mean, yeah. First, the installed system actually needs to install and like install fully, which the last time it didn't, and then reboot without issue, which hopefully is less than an hour work. I mean, this is obviously amazing, right? A Clang, I know I've done this years ago. I know there are some other of the 1997 Linux version shipping like a handful, but of course having like one fully automated distribution with cross-compiling and all architectures, not like others dropping old architectures like hot potatoes. We still enjoy them over our hardware bonfire. So yeah, that probably could mostly build, except Firefox, which I will probably then skip. Could be fixable, but whatever. That may be something for a live stream next week or so. There's only so much like there is a limit. You can, like, the more you share, like, subscribe, Patreon, OnlyFans, GitHub sponsor, or YouTube membership, or just the fine merchandise of Linux code hacker. Nobody was ever fired for using T2 Linux and stuff. And which other did we? Right, Clang. So we previously touched Clang, or maybe in the other show. Like, it doesn't matter. We can also x86 Clang. Actually, we can ls size, not reverse, and yeah, LVM Clang. That is what we touched. To skip over LVM. And Clang, and that probably did build the last time, so I have hopes that it does build this time. Another probably hour live stream. I hope you enjoyed this and learned something. Have a good day or night, and I hope to see you soon for the next continuation and an obviously totally freaking amazing, probably best T2 Linux release ever to come. See you next time.